Hey everybody, Michael here. Hope you're all well. Welcome back to the channel. And in this video, we're looking at a recent release from Arcadian Grooming. Yes, Arcadian is back at it again, and in this video, we're looking at their recently reformulated styling pomade, which is a firm hold, low shine, water-based pomade. So if you remember, the original styling pomade came out a couple of years ago, and it was kind of like a medium to firm cream pomade, but I guess it wasn't really fully realized, I guess, in the line. And at the time, the reformulated clay pomade came out. They also introduced the matte paste, and I think they just decided to focus on those for a while. And they went back to the drawing board recently with the styling pomade, and here it is, re-released. It's meant to be a proper sort of slick hairstyle product that is sort of a good counterpart to the two matte styling products that they already have in their line. So pretty straightforward. Let's just take a look at the jar really quickly. As you see, same 4-ounce amber glass jar as the rest of the Arcadian styling products. This one though has a red accent color that I think looks really cool, really lets the product stand out a bit more. And then here on this side are the ingredients, and then here on this side as well is just some extra information about the product. And then when you take the lid off, on the inside you see a product that looks quite thick, definitely looks a lot thicker and waxier than the original formula, which kind of had more of a cream-like consistency to it. This one though definitely looks a lot thicker, and when you first get the jar, the inside looks really cool. I'll just show you the picture of what mine looked like before I used it. Had this very interesting pour to it. I thought it looked really cool, and it's actually not quite as goopy and smooth as it looks in the jar when you first get it. But of course, we'll get to that in a little bit. Let's really quickly talk about the scent as well. The scent is kind of a smooth herbal scent. It doesn't smell too much like the clay or the matte paste. It smells a little bit different. It's a lot more herbaceous, I think, and a bit more earthy, but still fresh and pretty light, and you won't really smell it on your person either. So now let's get into actually using the product. As I mentioned earlier, it is a bit of a thicker product. It definitely has a waxier consistency, but it still scoops out of the jar pretty easily. And then when you break it down in the hands, as you can tell, the product does have that sort of thicker sort of consistency. And yes, it does feel a bit sticky and waxy when you break it down in the hands, but it's not much of a daunting task. And then applying it to the hair, it applies rather smoothly, and because I am going to go for a slicker, tighter hairstyle with this pomade, I am applying 3 dime-sized scoops into towel-dried hair, and I don't notice any discomfort or anything like that. Now, I will admit, though, because this is a bit of a stickier, thicker product, if you layer in the product, you will feel just a tiny, tiny little bit of grip when you do apply it in layers, but still, I don't have any issue there. It applies pretty comfortably overall. Now, when it comes to styling, what I noticed the difference between this one and the original styling pomade formula was that the styling pomade's original formula was very sort of smooth and creamy and soft feeling in the hair. It did not feel like a real solid firm hold or anything like that. With the new styling pomade, this one feels like much more of a truer firm hold. It doesn't have that same sort of hydrating, creamy feel to it. It definitely feels a bit stickier, definitely a lot drier, but not nearly as dry as the clay or the paste or anything like that. It is still pretty smooth feeling, but it does feel a lot more firm in the hair. Definitely like there's much more of a present product in the hair as well. And it's a pretty nice medium to firm hold as you initially style your hair. You're able to get some nice rounded shape. You're able to part your hair pretty easily and style it to your liking without much issue. I do note though, at the onset, the product does feel pretty waxy. So if you have an issue with waxier products, like making your hair stand up or anything like that, do take that into account. But I did notice that pretty quickly after the product settles into the hair fully, the product does become a bit drier and not quite as waxy feeling. It just takes on a bit more of a soft stickiness to it, which does help you get the hair to behave a little bit better. Now, like I said, it starts out maybe a little bit lighter than a firm hold, but I would say that this product actually, after about the first 30 minutes of it sitting in your hair, it does dry down a bit, and the shine goes down as well as some of that waxy feeling, and it becomes a bit more of a softer, stickier product, and it actually feels a little bit more solid once it dries down as well. And what you get out of that is a product that feels like it has a nice firm hold. The shine is low, it is light in weight, so if you want to go for a higher volume hairstyle, you certainly can with this one. Whether you want to go for something like a pompadour or a quiff with some shine on it, or just an executive contour, whatever you want to do with your hairstyle, this one is definitely gravitated more toward a tighter hairstyle, but you will be able to kind of play around with it and really find what you like to do with this product. It never gets greasy. It stays nice and sort of sticky and waxy all day long, which I do like. And I would say the shine is low enough that it is a pretty versatile product, so you don't need to make it such a tight, slick hairstyle like some other pomades might make you go for. And it's not much shine either, so it's just going to suggest that there's product in your hair, and you're not going to get like tons of texture like you would with a clay or anything like that, but you can go for a looser hairstyle and just get a little bit of separation in there so it doesn't look as sort of tight and meticulous. But because of that though, it's never like super slick. It doesn't really get greasy. It doesn't saturate the hair and weigh it down or anything like that. So especially for those of you with like fine hair, you're definitely gonna like a pomade like this. And if you want to restyle, I would say that in terms of endurance and all that, the hold remains pretty consistently. If not, it gets a little bit better when it sits in your hair for a little bit longer. It gets a little bit more closer to that true firm hold. And the hold remains pretty consistent. You can restyle pretty much any point in time. And like I said, it looks good if you want to go for a looser style. So if you're kind of like, you know, worst case scenario, you can certainly just run your fingers through your hair with this product rather easily and restyle to your heart's content. And then at the end of the day, washing it out, this product is water soluble. Hallelujah. A homebrewed hair product that is actually water soluble. It advertises that it's water soluble. It actually delivers on that. And your hair feels really nice and soft after rinsing it out. No problems there. I mean, really, that is pretty rare. A lot of times products claim to be water soluble and they're not. It's nice to see that Arcadian has kind of really gotten that down with this product. So 2 thumbs up there. Final verdict on the new formula for the Arcadian Styling Pomade. I think this one is way better than the original. I think this one is much more of a firm hold, low shine, sort of stickier, waxier sort of pomade. It's not that super smooth, kind of saturating cream pomade that the original one was. Definitely firm hold, low shine, water soluble, no issue there. Never gets greasy. Like I said, more of that softer, stickier sort of hold rather than being really slick or anything like that. And it is relatively versatile. It's not really super shiny. Like I said, you could go for a looser hairstyle and it's not going to be an issue with this product if you want to, but compared to like their other products, which are distinctly matte, this one will still look like there is some product in your hair. Also too, I guess this one is also kind of similar to two of the products that we looked at recently as well, the Root and Muddle Pomade and also the new Templeton Tonic Summit formula. I definitely think though this one washes out the easiest, definitely is the most true water soluble out of any of them. It might also be the least slick, and I think it also has sort of the least amount of shine between all 3 of them as well, so it might be the most versatile out of all 3 of them. Honestly, I think the best comparison between this one and another product on the market would be the Fifth Sample Pomade by Blumaan. Similar hold, but I even think the Arcadian one might have a bit more hold and a bit less shine, and also it's just as water soluble. And I even think that the quality of ingredients in the Arcadian pomade are a bit better than the Blumaan one as well. Like if you're somebody that really likes those conditioning ingredients and pomades and things like that, way more in here than there are in Fifth Sample, and this one is also you know, handmade as opposed to being lab made like Fifth Sample is. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but some people care about that, so just something to point out. But I would say though, I actually enjoy this one more than Fifth Sample. Like ever since I've had this one, I haven't had any desire to use my Fifth Sample, and that one's pretty much almost done. I might just honestly throw it out because my jar is almost empty. But yeah, I mean, I like this one. I definitely think this is better than Fifth Sample. I think it's a little bit more versatile and you get more product also too compared to Fifth Sample. This is a 4-ounce jar, so you get way more for a similar price point. It's handmade and has honestly, I think, higher quality ingredients than Fifth Sample, like I've said before. And yeah, overall, I think very similar to Fifth Sample, but better. And on its own too, without comparing it to anything, it is exactly what it says it is. Firm hold, low shine, can cater to a tighter hairstyle if you want it to. You don't necessarily have to, but firm hold, low shine, water soluble, hair feels really good with the product in it. What more can you really ask for? And as I'm kind of sort of going about this year, I'm putting together a running list of best products of the year for the end of the year, obviously, and this one I really think might be the best pomade of 2020. We haven't really got through all the categories yet, but this one is definitely a contender. It is an excellent product, nothing but a joy to use. So with that said, everybody, this was a review of the Arcadian Styling Pomade. Thank you all so much for watching. Please like, also don't forget to subscribe. It really does help out the channel. And make sure that you check the description down below for a more detailed written review on this product on my blog, as well as a link to where you can find it for yourself. And also at the way bottom of the description, I will be comparing this product to a few others on the market, even though I already kind of have in this video, to give you a better idea of how it might stack up against some others in your collection. So yeah, with that said though, I'm gonna go get this video edited so I can get it up on the channel as soon as possible for all of you. So you all have a good one, and I will see you all soon with another video.